Hello, everybody. I hope you guys prepared your wonderful clothes and a few mixers and perhaps, you know, bring in your notepads, putting on your thinking caps because we've got some learning to do today. Some learning. Let me learn you something, as the cool kids will say. Yeah. Today we're gonna roll up the sleeves. Quite literally going to roll up the sleeves. Get ourselves a little familiar with the world of mixology. I hope you were prepared. There will be a test after this, so as they say, you better be ready for it. Hello everybody, it's a Thursday. It's Thursday, Thirsty Thursday if you will. This is a request to learn mixology. Oh dear, what is mixology, you might ask? Well, mixology is how you mix up some ology. You learn how to make liquor, right? No, you make alcohol not taste so bad. You make it not so disgusting. Because alcohol by itself, let's be real, alcohol is pretty terrible. It's pretty nasty. It's pretty, some might say, repulsive. But through the use of mixology, you too can make drinks that aren't shit and aren't a waste of time. Wouldn't that be novel? Wouldn't that be amazing? Wouldn't it be even more amazing if I could reset my tracking so I'm not staring off into the space? Look at that. Oh, looking right at you now. How do you feel about that? Bet you feel a little uncomfortable, don't you? Look at everybody. We have a few videos lined up for you to help learn ya something, if you will. We got a lot. We got a lot to learn, but I think we have to learn, I believe it is by alcohol.
Brought to you.
Shut up. Before we get going, let me get the screen up. Aru, oh, you know, Aru can be here today. She's dressed up for the occasion, is she? Can she be behind? We did this. What if we did this? Does my face cover her if I do that? I mean, a little bit, but... Oh, actually, like back there, it's pretty good. Yeah, that'll work. That'll work. Okay. Well, I think today, or not today, but right now, we are going to... We'll pull on over. Chabling. Here's Aru again. She's here. She's also dressed for the occasion. We're a nice pretty couple, aren't we? All dressed up. To learn about some mixology. The first video we're gonna watch is by Internet Historian. Internet Historian Incognito Mode. Which is drinking. And because if you want to learn mixology, if you want to become a master of mixology, you need to know how to drink. And you need to know the basics of drinking. So we're going to watch this, and then we will watch some videos learning about alcohol. Oops. Hold on. Forgot to, rookie mistake, forgot to turn my phone off vibrate. Phone's off during class, please. Phone's off during class. Come on, have some respect. But yes, this is the Internet Historian / Incognito Mode video on drinking.
Brought to you by Incogni.
Like I just said, class in session.
Theater, we've done painting, we've done wine, and now it's time to do some drinking stuff in general.
Wine doesn't count for mixology. You don't mix stuff with wine.
Let us learn about the drinking cultures of the world.
Yes. That's why we're here.
Welcome to my private jet. Come on, kid. I got a lot to teach you about the world.
Hop on in,
We
kids.
must learn all of the
We must
drinking
learn
customs of all the
Everything we
foreign
can
places.
if we are to be a perfect butler.
Starting with where drinking was invented. The country of Uck.
Ah. The
trick is to
casuals
jump
drinking
just before you hit the
location.
ground. Observe British people in their natural habitat. Here they do a thing called cheers, where they
Cheers.
clink their glasses together before drinking. The tradition
Cheers.
dates
All
back
cheers right
centuries,
now.
But
Cheers.
the origin,
Look, look, look.
why they started doing it, is somewhat unknown. But we have a couple of theories. Theory 1, poisoning.
What?
Yes. So imagine a situation like this. Two people who don't trust each other, sitting down together at the pub. This guy then does something shady to the other guy's drink. Here you go. Did you poison my drink?
I would never do such a thing like that. Why would I do that?
Well then, I'll pour a little of mine into yours, and you
Okay.
can pour a little of yours into mine, and
Yes.
you'll both either be totally fine or both totally dead.
Yeah,
No,
sounds fun.
There's no need to do that. So that was the initial version, and then eventually they just kind of shortcutted it to, yeah, clink clink, it's fine, I trust you.
Clink.
But that's probably a myth. So, theory number 2. Ghosts.
What?
Right, in the Middle Ages, people were worried about spooky ghosts and spirits. So they'd do cheers very loudly to scare away the demons.
Yes, I am getting
Also,
drunk.
Sometimes you'd spill some of your
Don't
drink onto the
disturb me,
table or the
ghosts.
floor,
I
and
need
then
to
that
get
was
properly
like an
intoxicated
offering
without
to
help
the
of the
spirit.
paranormal.
But that's probably also not true. The most likely answer is simply that everyone likes that sound. It's very satisfying. There's more. You
What?
know when someone drops a glass and everyone
fuck?
goes, I don't like how you
Oh, fucking
Well, in
freshman.
the UK, instead, everyone goes, way! In celebration.
Hey,
Make
you're
fun of
fuck
you, but
up.
also make you feel not so bad. Uh-oh. The BBC? They
No.
have a whole organization for that?
Oh god, it's spreading.
We gotta get out of here.
I knew it
We'll
was
take
state
my
controlled.
private cruise ship. Come to Italy, where they filmed the Mario movie. Let me just park this here.
Oh no.
Chad, this is actually real.
On his way to the Leaning Tower of Pizza, held up by the raw strength of 1,000 tourists posing for photographs. But did you know
Oh, no.
that Italians...
He's the one
when they
that was
say
keeping it all
cheers,
together. He's the
say
load-bearing
chin
internet
chin?
historian. Chin chin,
Now,
isn't that
is
penis?
very funny to the Japanese, because
Yeah.
in Japanese, chin chin means penis. Germany next. Now here they do
Not the Germans.
Bruderschaft,
Bruderschaft.
where you link your arms together when drinking.
Oh.
It's also kind of seen all over the world at weddings in particular,
That's-
but only the Germans have a name for it.
I was gonna say, I don't think it had a
symbolizes the
name.
End of formalities between
I like
two
that.
people.
It's always
But the
cute
Germans
whenever
have
you
a
link
lot
your
more.
arms together like
Now,
that.
when you clink glasses together with
I wanted
someone,
Stein
you have
so
to look
badly.
them directly in the eye.
Oh.
And if you don't do it, you will be cursed with 7 years of bad sex.
Oh, anything but that.
It's not my fault. It's the Germans. Then when doing shots in Germany, they sometimes also go
Oh, wait.
Zermit.
That's
and you
really
hold
cool.
the glass near your belly. Zertit. And you hold it near your chest. And then Zumsack. And you hold it near your, And then Zak, and you drink it.
Who the fuck is Zach?
Now, on to Finland. They keep it casual. They have a custom
They should just
specifically
kiss.
for drinking alone.
Oh, wait,
You're
hold on.
supposed to do it while loafing around in your underpants.
I'm halfway
It's
there.
called calzari
I'm halfway
kari,
there.
also known as underwear drunk. Alright, that's all I could find on Finland. So off to Canada. To get there, I booked us a private fishing trawler. It's so exclusive that even these fish, yes, they go to a private school. In Newfoundland, Canada, they have the Newfoundland Screech. You take a shot of Screech, and then you do the Screech.
Wait, really? Can we do this on stream? We just get a bunch of VTubers together.
Like this. Deed I am me old cock, and long may your big jib jaw. That's it.
It's a
Okay, maybe I won't get a bunch of
Then they take a
VTubers together to
big
say that.
fish,
I think that
usually
would
a cod,
probably
and kiss
get
it
somebody
on
in
the
trouble.
lips.
Oh.
Anyway, I'm kind of busy, so there's no more customs anywhere in the world. You
yeah,
can
of
do
course.
some more, maybe independent research yourself. I'll see you back in the field.
All right. Well, I guess that's a good way to get into
Okay,
to
the
the
next
mindset.
section is on
Cock.
cocktails.
Oh.
So it all started when we made this asset where the IH character, he's shaking a cocktail at a frat party, and I turned to the editor and I went, wait a minute, that's a weird word. Why are they called cocktails? And we started Googling it.
Why did he,
and went
like,
down a rabbit
slap
hole,
him
and it was
over the
actually
head with
really
that
interesting.
newspaper?
So, here it is. Cocktails. In the 1700s, fuel prices were outrageous.
Oh,
So,
disgusting.
everybody used the horse.
Yes, much better.
Now, horses weren't just used for travel, they were also used for work in the fields.
In
so
the
you would
field.
sometimes put a harness on a horse for plowing a field, right? Now,
I'll
when
plow
you do
your
that,
fields.
its tail actually gets in the way, and so we have to do something about that thing.
Get that
Think
shit
of it
right
like
off there.
The foreskin of the horse. You put it in the guillotine, and everybody closes their eyes. Problem solved.
No.
Now, this practice is called docking. It has a different meaning these days. So once the tail is docked, some say it's much easier to clean. But it also kind of looks like a chicken's tail, right? Hence,
I mean, I
they
guess.
would call these tails
Cocktails.
cocktails.
That's.
So
What is
that's
that?
step one in the story.
Okay.
Step two.
Let's say that sounds
You've
nothing
also
like an
got
alcoholic
horse
drink.
merchants, right? And they are a very
He's a horse
shrewd
merchant.
bunch. They know that when they sell their horses, the customer wants very feisty and energetic.
Hey,
animals. Someone
way,
who's buying a
way.
horse doesn't want one that's kind of sickly, or lazy, or sleeping all the time, right? They need it for work. So how do you ensure, then, that your horse looks full of beans and moxie and some other stuff, and has the maximum horsepower possible when it's time to sell? Well, they would use this one quick hack.
5 minute.
All
Yeah,
the
I was gonna say
equipment.
this looks like 5 minute crafts.
They would go over to their mortar and pestle, and they would throw
What
in some
is
chili,
this?
some ginger.
Oh, this
and
looks
a few
good. I
other
wanna eat
spices,
this,
and just mix it all together. Then they would go over to the horse. Hold still, little fella. And let the
No,
mixture
no,
go up into the no-no.
no!
Horse
Why
doesn't
would
like
they do
very
that?
much, so it's
It's so
kicking, it's
mean.
going mad, and the
Agnes
bidders are all like,
Tachyon,
"Wow, this is
no."
a really great horse. It's got some.
No
strong
wonder
life
she
for
never
ya.
blinks.
I'm buying it. So the horse merchants made a whole bunch of money, and everyone was happy. Well,
Except for the horse. Yeah.
almost everyone. The
I mean, unless.
end of step 2. Now step 3. Around the same time, you've got bartenders over in the city,
Hey,
and they have just invented the science of mixology.
that's why we're here. He said
They've
it.
realized that
Roll
you can
credits.
add Red Bull and lemon juice to stuff
Lemons.
and actually make alcohol not taste so bad.
Go, 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 go,
But
go.
when they added some ginger and spices and maybe a little bit of pepper, people went, oh, I know these. These are those horse suppositories. Cocktails, we'll call them. Glug, 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 glug. And the name stuck.
Is that really? It's because of shoving hot
Is it
stuff
too
up a
early for
horse
ad
butt.
time? I don't think it's too early for ad time.
Ad time.
Oh no, help me, Incogni Man. I signed up for discounts at a retail store and they won't stop sending me messages. Huh? I signed up to that website years ago. Why are they still spamming me?
Oh.
That would be my doing. I am data-based man.
Who will stop him? It's me,
What?
Incogni Man.
His fucking kneecaps.
Incogni is
Ew,
the service that
ew,
tells
I
a
don't
whole
like
bunch of
that.
Databases and people who have your data and stuff to get fucking lost. It says, hey, do you have this email address? Well, lose it. Hey, marketer man, you can't use this phone number anymore.
Pyrocynical.
Instead of chasing them all up manually by signing up to Incogni, they send these legal requests on your behalf to get you deleted from the internet.
Let us do battle in my realm.
In the mire.
I better follow him. Incogni portal.
Good of you to finally join us.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna stop you. Incogni lawyer powers, legal threats, data removal tools, Consumer Privacy Act,
Oh
data
my god, he's
protection
fucking
regulations,
yoked.
polite,
Holy shit.
stern wording.
These Fortnite skins?
It has created a Gundam. So go to incogni.com.
Just describe the plot of
what
what the fuck is that show called?
I won't change
With the
numbers.
lion.
I won't change email
Voltron.
addresses.
Voltron.
I'll just simply take them back. I can feel it working. My phone isn't ringing as often. My email inbox, it's less full with just a whole bunch of shit. And then like the sun comes out, the clouds clear.
Getting too light. I'm floating away.
He'll die of the cold eventually.
Pan up and it's Nordman.
I always love his
Not
oh.
bad, kid.
Oh my god, he's back.
Not
Nordman's
bad.
back.
So go to incognito.com/.
He has the best
Sign up
advertisements.
today and
He's
get
so good at them.
60% off an annual plan.
It's like the only YouTuber you look forward
Have
to
you
their
heard
ad
about
reads.
the latest dangerous trend? It's all over.
Is it
social
drinking?
media. Wine mixed with watermelon.
What?
A combination
How is that?
when mixed together makes a deadly poison. Here we are in Argentina with a delicious watermelon. Now let me chase it down with a glass of wine.
No, she's gonna die. No.
But it's been a myth in South America for over 100
Sandia
years.
con
that you
vino,
never pair
no pasa
wine
nada.
And watermelon together. No one quite knows
El
why,
Condor pasa.
but we dug and we dug and we were able to find a single source from an author, Facundo de Genova. And he says in probably Argentina, probably sometime in the 1800s, there was a small Catholic church and everything was great. For a time. They grew wine.
How much
for
of this?
dinner and
How much of this
watermelon
video
for
have been like
dessert.
Red Dead assets?
Until one day, something bad happened in
No.
their idyllic little town.
Oh, it's not possible.
A few men in the village started getting a bit grabby.
Whoa,
It was a whole
whoa.
Me Too thing, but it was the first Me Too. It was a Me one. No one quite knows who
Me
did what
Too,
to
the
who,
prequel.
but it was a big scandal. I
Me
tell
Too,
you.
or
And it kept happening.
Oh no, what's happening to our beautiful village?
They said in their funny foreign accents. Now, presiding over the village was a monastery.
this
So the
Resident
priests all
Evil?
gathered together at
Question
this
mark?
monastery to figure out what the hell's going on with all this grabbiness,
why do all of our men want to
This
touch a
town
people?
sucks now.
said the women folk.
I hope you have a plan to fix this.
Yes, of course we do. But first, we must figure out why the men are becoming so
Why are they so
grabby.
touchy?
Come on, guys. Think outside the box. We have to find something, anything to blame.
Except
the
ourselves.
people who actually did the thing.
Yep.
So the priests began looking at the diets of the people in the village. The priest said aloud. One of the monks proposed a theory. Have you noticed
game
that we
theory.
grow a lot of grapes here?
I suppose.
And have you noticed that we also grow a lot of watermelon? Yeah. Well, what if, you know,
What?
somehow
What the fuck?
it makes the men folk grabby? That must be it. We must put a stop to this. But how? Well, let's tell them that if they drink wine and eat watermelon, they'll go to hell. Okay. So that's
Anything
what
but
they
that.
do. Hear ye, do not drink wine and then eat watermelon. You'll go to hell.
Oh.
Really? I don't know that. Really? And it worked. The assaults suddenly stopped.
All right.
Ah.
It's a magic.
Although whether that
It's
was
a
coincidence,
miracle.
We don't actually know. Over time, however, the messaging
It's a magic.
evolved because don't mix wine with watermelon isn't exactly a well-known Bible proverb, and people became less religious. So instead
It's
of
John
you'll go to hell,
169. They tell you
it's
not to drink
poison
watermelon.
and you'll die.
And it'll die.
And
Oh
in
god.
Argentina, in some places, the myth
You'll
still
die and then go to
perpetuates.
hell. Or you'll go to
Is there
hell
actually
before you
any
die.
evidence at all that pairing wine and watermelon together really causes
Whoa, what's he? Why is he doing this?
kinda?
What?
Watermelon
Really?
contains an amino acid, arginine, which partially transforms
Argentinine.
into
Oh,
nitric
it's a grand
oxide,
conspiracy.
And then nitric oxide is a vasodilator.
Oh.
And vasodilators do this. Plus, wine also has polyphenols, and that also helps in the formation of nitric oxide. So, double this.
Whoop. Oh.
But the effect from nitric oxide is actually very mild.
Aphrodisiac. Is
Also,
wine an
all of these
aphrodisiac?
foods have polyphenols and
Super
arginine in
sexy
them as well.
foods to lift your libido.
So
Hold
pretty
on.
much
I kind of want to
everything
look
has
into
it.
this.
So,
Hold on. Internet historian. Sensei, give me one moment. I need to find that article, please. Super sexy foods to lift your libido. Super Sexy foods to lift your libido. Gonna be my internet history from now on. Best. Okay, this is the Google AI. Google AI from WebMD. Best foods to eat before the sexy time. Aru, close your ears. You don't need to hear this. Oysters. Oysters. Pomegranates, chocolate. Ooh, is that why chocolate? That's why chocolate sells so well on Valentine's Day, I see. Spinach, watermelon, avocado. Strawberry. Ooh, chocolate-covered strawberries on Valentine's. I'm beginning to see a pattern here. Coffee or tea. Maca. What is maca? Native to the Peruvian mountains, the maca plant has been used for centuries to boost fertility. A research suggests that its root can improve sexual desire. Phytonutrients in the plant may raise sperm count and sexual function as well. Maca root is often sold as a powder. It has a nutty, earthy flavor, and you can add it to your yogurt, smoothies, salads, soups, or baked goods. What is it? Oh, I guess it's like a potato or something? It's a root? Fatty fish. Well, you don't need to call it fish fat. That's pretty obscene. Skip heavy alcohol use, but they just said wine. One adult drink may help you relax, but knocking back a few or more may take a toll on your sex life. That's because alcohol lowers testosterone and dampens your nervous system, which affects circulation and nerve sensitivity, so it might be harder for you to become aroused. Drinking too much can also make you dehydrated. That can lead to fatigue, headaches, and vaginal dryness. I don't know if I have to worry about that last part. Skip saturated fats. Foods high in these, like fatty beef and butter, can hurt your circulation over time. It may slow blood flow to your sex organs. In the short term, a diet containing meat may be a turn-off too. Eating it can lead to an unpleasant body odor. What? What? So eating too much fatty foods will make you stinky? That's interesting. That's a good thing I eat a lot of veggies.
Phenols and arginine in them as well. So
Teach me more,
everything
internet
has it.
historian.
So, no, the effects are likely hugely overstated. So, the moral of the story is...
Don't touch... Oh, there's no moral of the story. Feel free to touch whoever you
This
want.
section is on wine in the Bible. Sort of. Apologies if we got any details wrong. We mostly kept this section because we liked the pun on Eucharist.
Eucharist. Wine in the Bible. The Bible.
This is his first recorded miracle. So,
John,
Jesus
my
and a
good
whole
friend.
bunch of his followers and stuff. They are invited to a wedding in Cana. Now the waiter goes over to serve some guests some wine and...
What is that little trickle of water? Surely you can do a little better.
What do you mean it's empty?
There's no more wine.
No, wait, I've got a plan.
It's Jesus. Yay.
Bring me 6 big stone jugs, about 20
Spoilers.
to 30 gallons each, and fill them up to the brim with H2O. Now, check out this. And he does the finger thing.
He fingers them.
And then when they went to pour the water, suddenly it was wine. And it was the best
120
wine that
gallons of
ever
wine. Holy
I
shit.
go, oh, that's pretty good, Jesus. But have you got any other miracles? And he says, yes. Come on, we're going to do a supper. Now, everyone
I
is
will
gathered
take
around,
you and show
this is
you
the
the
point at
next
which
trick.
Jesus
I will turn
reveals,
water
"By
into
the
Coke
way,
Zero.
one of you
And it will
is
be
very
my
sus.
greatest miracle of
I
all.
know one of you
My
will
fucking
betray
stomach.
me."
Oh,
And he
hi,
looks at
Texan.
Jesus, and
Welcome.
Jesus is kind of looking away.
I hope your
But then-
stomach
but then
isn't
she's like,
killing you too much.
Guys, I need you to stay still for the painting.
So Jesus goes, watch this. And he takes some bread and wine and he says, look at this bread. This is my flesh. And everyone's kind of
Surely Jesus
really?
would eat something
And he goes,
better than Wonder
"Well,
Bread.
Yeah, I mean, if you're Protestant, then just metaphorically. No, okay, look at this wine. It is my blood. Really?
Slurp, slurp, slurp.
Quit making this so complicated. Here, have some. So he hands it to his disciples, and they went, fantastic. I was peckish and thirsty. And he goes, yes, in fact, I shall call this little celebration a Eucharist, or Holy Communion. It will be the practice of eating one cracker or piece of bread and drinking some wine. And if you eat the whole thing and drink the whole bottle, that's called a huge Eucharist.
Oh, shit. That's when
Most
you reach
Christians
sainthood,
take that
actually.
as a symbolic thing. Unless you are Catholic. Now, they believe in what's called transubstantiation, which means that the bread and wine literally
Bread
turns
looks
into the
kinda
body
fire.
and blood of Jesus at the moment that they are consumed.
That also looks
However,
kinda
it does
tasty.
still look like bread and wine, and they call that phenomenon appearance or accident.
Accident.
It has changed, but you just can't tell. Except for sometimes when you actually can.
Oh no.
Luciano, Italy. In the 8th
Luciano.
century, there is a monk, and he has been on r/atheism for
Oh,
far
cringe.
too
He's a
long.
Redditor.
He is starting to have doubts
Oh,
about
even the
blood
hat.
and wine stuff. But he still
Religious
has his
cannibalism.
responsibility.
Perhaps, but
So,
it
he
is.
holds mass, and he says the words
willingly.
of consecration. This is my body, this is my blood, this is my rifle, this is my gun. And at that very moment, the bread turns into literal flesh in his
Oh,
hands.
delicious.
And the wine turned to blood.
Uh-oh. Delicious.
Holy shit, said
Choke it
everybody
down,
in
baby.
Unison. And ironically,
This is a miracle.
he
You
went,
eat that shit
"Oh,
with a
well,
smile
I
on
should
your
probably
face."
not eat this then.
Oh.
So instead, he kept it in this chalice thing. What is it? A clock? Anyway, there it remains still today, kept
What?
in the Church of San Francesco. And now, a couple of years later, in the 1970s, Professor Odario Leone decided
Odario
"Let me
Leone.
do a bit of an experiment. So he took a sample of the flesh, and he came to the conclusion that it was indeed real.
Really?
Apparently, it was part of a heart valve, and that the blood type was A.
Let's say Italian urban
The sample
cheese.
has not been analyzed since. However, it is officially recognized by the Roman Catholic Church.
Ooh.
Here
want a big
ends
book like
the
that.
reading.
End part.
Now, you might say, wow, that section really doesn't have a whole lot to do with wine. And in fact, you're just badly retelling a Bible story.
Yeah, so what?
This
What are you gonna
final
do about
section,
it?
We started this for the main channel when we found this massive court document, and we thought, holy shit, this is a
Wait,
hell-
Oh, let me read it. We ain't lawyers, and there are several cases here taking place over many years with many different parties involved. I struggle to read anything with big words when my mom isn't around to help me. So, oh my god, wow, I can't read either. I struggle to read anything with big words when my mom isn't around to help me sound out each syllable. This is our best attempt at understanding what happened.
the story. And we had all these ideas of it being like Witcher themed. And
The
so there were
Witcher.
quite a few like random Witcher assets, just ignore that. But it just kept blooming and blooming into this bigger story, and it got too long. And so here it is on Incognito. And here we begin in 1740.
Italy again. Oh,
The birth of Thomas Jefferson.
Thomas
Push, Mr.
Jefferson.
Push. Now, Tom Jeff.
Hi,
He
Jeff.
was involved with some politics. Kinda sexy, but you're too late, he's dead.
Oh, damn it.
But what's more important is he
Jefferson's
tried his
my
hand at
husbando.
a lot of different hobbies.
Oh, he's a 40K
He designed
kid.
his own home in Monticello. He played the violin. He
Carried a
kept
pocket fiddle?
mockingbirds. He collected fossils. And, most relevant of all, he hoarded a culture. In his extensive garden, he kept
That's a very
330 types
impressive-
of vegetables and 170
Aru's so
types of
old she
fruit.
hooked up with
One
Jefferson.
of
Why
those
are you
fruits
calling
was
her
grapes.
old?
So
What's
he
wrong
tried
with
his
you?
hand
Have
at
some
the
respect. Have
dinner
you ever talked to a
and
woman
while he was
before?
good at a lot of things, he never saw
Show
much
some
success
goddamn human
with making
decency.
wine.
Fucking shit.
So he mostly collected the stuff. Now people naturally wonder.
What do you think?
like,
Yeah, you
what
do watch
happened to the
VTubers, so
wine
I
he
shouldn't
made
I
and
shouldn't
the
make
wine
such
he
assumptions. I
collected?
apologize.
Did he sell it all? Did he give it away? Did he attempt the huge caress?
Holy shit.
Fast forward 1985. Meet German music producer Hardy Rodenstock. He is an avid wine collector. And he's
His
tapping on
collection
the
is
walls of
hardy.
old buildings in Paris, looking for some national treasures. On this occasion,
He has
the
to find the
wall-
Declaration of Independence.
My God. Sealed behind, he said that he found a collection of 24 bottles, dating all the
Whoa.
way back to the 1780s, and look at that, THJ engraved right there.
The
on
J,
glass.
of course. It's so
Thomas
obvious.
Jefferson. It seems like Mr. Rodenstock
Doc
has stumbled
Hudson.
upon Jeff's hidden collection. Mystery solved. And it would make sense that they wound up in France because Jefferson spent a number of years over there.
Okay.
Amazing.
Okay. Makes sense.
And into Rodenstock's wine collection, they went.
Man, that'd be so
Now,
fucking
Rodenstock's wine
baller.
collection was something
Have
quite
an
special, and he
old
liked to show
seven
it off.
or
So every year
1700s
he would host
president's
tasting
wine
events
collection.
that featured extreme
I don't even know. I'd maybe
rare
drink
wine.
one and then just keep
And
the
he would
rest.
invite all
I don't
the
even
most
have a wine
prominent
collection, but I
German
would start one,
celebrities,
and that would
such
be
as the
it.
Hans brothers, and Das Boot, and Death Stranding. Now, one of his guests was a guy named Michael Broadbent, the senior director for Christie's auction house. Together, they cracked open one of the THJ bottles. Bottle number 1. Broadbent said that the wine was delicious. Yup, these bottles are in perfect condition.
All of the
he
wine
said.
I've ever drank
You
is
should
like
really auction
$20 max,
I run an
and
auction.
usually I
You
drink
should
it out of a
put them in there.
bag because it's
Maybe I
higher in
should,
ABV.
said
I don't
Mr.
usually
Rodenstock.
drink for flavor,
Maybe
but
I
maybe I should.
But before they did that, they sold 2 of the bottles privately, number 2 and number 3, and they drank a 4th. On the 5th of December 1985, they put up bottle number 5 for auction at Christie's. It was bought by Christopher Forbes for $105,000.
Like that Forbes?
Which at the time,
Like the
meant it was
Forbes,
the most expensive
like
bottle of
top
wine
100 or
ever
whatever?
sold. But that wine wasn't
Forbes
to drink.
magazine?
Proudly, that thing sat on the Forbes shelf, eventually to be put into the
Oh,
Forbes
yeah, actually,
gallery,
wow.
the exhibit on former presidents. And funnily enough, they actually put this bottle on display under big industrial lights, and it heated the thing something
yeah,
fierce.
I was about to
And
say,
that
isn't they gonna fuck it
ruined
up?
Its drinkability, of course. In fact, so intense was the light that the glass expanded and the cork fell into the bottle.
Cringe. How'd you
Sometime
fuck it
after,
up?
They celebrated the sale with another drink. Bottle number 6, now gone.
Go.
And then they sold 2 more privately. In 1987, they drank
84,000.
bottle number 9.
Oh my god.
1988, they drank bottle number 10.
They are drinking a lot
And
of
at this
wine.
point, a new challenger enters the scene.
Donald
the
Trump.
White Wolf of Palm Beach. They call him Bill Koch. Some say it's short for billionaire.
Oh.
He's a member of one of the wealthiest families in America. And he is also one of the world's most avid collectors of wine. So, they sell him a total of 4 bottles for $311,804. We're way over here on the graph at this point. So, gently, careful now. He put them
Careful,
in
sir.
his
You're gonna
climate
drop it.
controlled
You can't
cellar,
get more of those.
and he would show them off to his friends. Otherwise, here they remained for the next
They've sold 9 and
17
what?
years.
Drank 5.
As the years ticked by, more bottles were sold and more bottles were consumed.
Oh,
until
and they're
there
out.
were none left.
Damn.
2005. The 4 Coke bottles had sat
Relatively
around
recent.
for a long time on the shelf,
Coke bottles.
doing nothing. When something new happened. The Boston Museum of Fine Arts was interested in displaying the bottles and wanted to trace the exact provenance. So Coke gets on the line with the Jefferson Foundation.
Looks like
and
Jimmy
says, "Oh, look, I
Johnson.
don't mean to brag,
Like
but I'm about to
the
have my
Cowboys
bottles
head coach.
displayed at the Boston Museum. But I need just a little bit of verification. Could you tell me exactly where these bottles come from?" And the Thomas Jefferson Foundation responded, "I'm afraid we can't do that. We don't think they're real."
Gasp.
Huh? In fact, you're not the only person to call about this.
Double gasp.
What? Yes, it was in the 80s. A Mr. Broadbent, I believe, of Christie's auction house called up trying to verify the bottles so that he could sell them. But we looked through our comprehensive historical records
So did they
and found no mention
Did
of
they
these
just fucking
bottles.
scam a bunch
His
of
letter was
millionaires?
saying that we couldn't verify them, and they're probably fake. But he sold those bottles to me. Now,
He really
back to
did just scam a bunch of
1770s.
millionaires. Holy
Now,
shit.
here's a thing you should know about Jefferson. Let's just say if he was around today, he would play a lot of Factorio. He
Uh-oh.
was, you know.
Little dork. Oh, he's a
And that
Redditor.
meant that his record keeping was very meticulous.
Wait,
Also, his
wait,
anime was
oh.
ordered alphabetically.
Oh,
And so
wait.
too
Oh, wait,
were
hold
all
on.
the
Let's
things
take a
that
look
he
at his
did.
anime collection.
All of his anime was
Let's judge it. Let's see here. Let's see. Mira. Okay. Madoka Magica. Very good. What is this? Cowboy Bebop. All right. Steins Gate. Impeccable. Nadia. Guilty Crown. Kill la Kill, of course. Very good. Haruhi Suzumiya Future Diary. I can't read. Oh, that's all. Future Diary shelf. My Hero, One Punch Soul Eater, Bento on Blu-ray is kind of crazy. That's really good. ReZero. Bacano and Trigun. Holy shit. What is that? Black Souls? No. Oh, Black Butler. Grave of the Fireflies.
ordered alphabetically.
Railgun series, Railgun N Index, Black Lagoon, a lot of Future Diary, Parasite. Can't tell which way these are oriented. Chihayafuru, okay. Girls in Panzer, very good touch. Fractale. I can't tell some of these. No, wait, go back. One last frame. Fujiromine? I don't know that one. Freedom. Log Horizon. Haganai. Tanya the Evil, very good. Okay, you know, not a bad collection. He's got some good ones in there.
So too were all the things that he ever purchased, including wine.
So that's my story, Mr. Pepsi. And those bottles are probably fake.
Oh, cringe. Oh,
When
fuck. He's
Coke
about to
hears
kill
about
somebody.
this, he hangs up the phone and hits speed dial on his pager or something, and I need to assemble a team.
It was 2005. I think he probably just called them.
Mr. Rodenstock lived in Germany, so Coke's investigators scoured the countryside for clues, and eventually they found a lead. They managed to track down 5 German residents who claimed to have done engraving work for Rodenstock in the past. They said, "Hey, have you seen these bottles before?" And they went, "Oh yeah, we have. We did those."
What?
And all 5 were certain that the THJ engravings were done by an electric power tool.
What the fuck?
Every one of these 24 bottles of Jefferson wine were fake.
Oh,
Big, fat
no. He got
Allegedly,
hoodwinked.
So, Bill takes all of this evidence to court, and Rodenstock is summoned, but he doesn't show up. So Bill wins in absentia and is awarded $1 million. In the end,
Preparing
Bill
for the
never
winter storm.
received any
Dude.
money from Rodenstock. But
So,
to Bill, it was
Meringue Land, right? I went to Costco today because I mean, I just cannot get through another week without my palette of I wish I can get the soda right. Without my palette of Sprite Zero. So I went there, grabbed a few other things. There is such a line for like propane and gas. People are like stocking up their jerry cans. Bro, Meringue Land, it's gonna be like a low of 40. People are preparing like it's the end of the fucking world. It's gonna rain and it's gonna be 40. And people are like, we can't just be prepared, have plenty of extra food, have plenty of extra fuel, make sure your generators are ready. Dude, the worst that's gonna happen is that like a few tree branches are gonna fall and that's about it. Like, even if it's terrible, like all the cold is all up north. Where I'm supposed to go, because I told you guys I'm going on vacation soon. Excuse me. Where I'm supposed to go, it is this weekend. It's going to be a maximum temperature of 1 degrees. 1. That is the high. Over the weekend is 1 degree. A singular. I think we can survive on a little rain and 40 degrees in Meringue Land. Winter storm is a hoax made up by the propane corporation. I wouldn't be surprised. I'm like, if we didn't have the big marathon extravaganza going on Saturday, I'd say I would go out on Saturday and just grill out of protest. This footage is I got multiple videos loaded up for us to learn about mixology. I must get through some of them.
More than receiving any money.
I'm coming after you.
And it's just one battle of many that Bill has fought against counterfeit wine. In 2008, Coke filed a consumer fraud lawsuit against the Chicago
I thought that said the
Company,
Chicago White
which
Sox.
was later settled out of court. Another time, Coke spent $3.5 million
I like how he keeps the
buying
Witcher
nearly
asset for him.
2,700 bottles of wine from Zacky's auction house.
Wait. 3.5 million. Hold on. Doing math. My worst suit. 3 divided by 2,700. Whoops. 2,700. He paid about $1,300 per bottle. Holy
700
shit.
bottles of wine from Zacky's auction house. Almost $1/3 worth was fake. The auction house settled out of court, but the seller was told to pay $379,000 in damages and another $1,000 for every bottle.
$1,000 well.
But then the next
It was
day, they
$1,300
went,
per
You know
bottle.
what? We thought about it. This jury has decided to award you $12 million
Whoa!
in punitive damages. Jackpot, said Mr. Coke. I'm rich. But a year later, the court changed its mind and awarded Coke only $711,000. Okay, so this guy.
How do you just change that? You think you're about to be like a multi-millionaire, about to gain multi-millions,
fake
and then it's like,
wine.
actually,
Oh,
we've
you've got
we've
expensive
reneged
rare
on
wine,
that.
do you? Yeah, I'll buy it then. Yeah, but no, yeah, I'll buy it. No, it's fine. It's genuine, is it? Yeah, you're saying it's genuine. Yeah, definitely. And then he goes and he inspects it, then finds it's fake, and then goes, yeah, I knew all along, stupid. Lawsuit time. By doing this, he's very slowly cleaning up the market. After all of this,
Actually, kind of based.
Bill has spent around $35 million.
$35 million on fake
By
wine.
2016, Coke was ready to lay down his weapons.
He sold off a big
This
chunk
shit should
of
be a
his collection,
movie. That's
and it sold
awesome.
for $22 million. Which means he likely did not break even. So consider giving to his GoFundMe.
Yeah, all right, I'll get right on that. Fucking $35 million on wine.
Now, this is actually just a very small part of the story. This scandal ended up making such waves across the wine industry that they decided to make a movie about it.
Wait, there is a movie?
Based on the Benjamin Wallace book, The Billionaire's Vinegar.
Oh,
It
wait.
was set to star Brad Pitt.
Brad Pitt?
No, wait. Now it's Matthew McConaughey. No, wait. It looks like it's cancelled.
No! Wait, what was the book called? That sounds really interesting. I want to read that. Hold on,
wait,
go back,
book.
go back. Billionaire's Vinegar.
The
I want to read
Billionaire's
it.
Vinegar.
That,
And it was
that
set
sounds
to
good.
star
That sounds
Brad
cool.
Pitt. No, wait. Now it's Matthew McConaughey. No, wait. It looks like it's cancelled.
No.
Alright, that's the video. Thanks for watching. 4 more to go, but we've already started in on the regular type stuff in case you don't love fancy. Okay, bye. And don't
Okay,
forget,
bye.
incognito.com/incognito.
All right, thank you, Mr. Incognito Mode Internet Historian. Thank you for telling chat and learning us something about what alcohol actually is. But now that we know what alcohol is, it's time to learn from one of the best to ever do it. This is as if Tom Brady himself wanted to teach you how to play football. This is the Tipsy Bartender, an introduction into mixology. If you're going to learn how to mix alcohol, you got to learn it from somebody like this man right here. And this is going to be our teacher, our sensei, if you will. Lock in, please.
At the heart of any great cocktail is your liquor. And I'm going to
course.
teach you what you need to know about the 6 main types of liquor.
That's what
like
people pay for,
whiskey,
right?
Tequila, and how they differ
Tequila.
from a liqueur like Grand Marnier.
What
So
is-
let's dive in.
Yes,
to
please. I
liquor
don't know what the
101.
difference is. Holy shit. Cookie! Hello, welcome in. We just started. We just finished a video by Incognito Mode, Internet Historian, on what alcohol was and the history of it. And now this is our real first soiree into the world of mixology. So you're just in time.
Look at all the booze.
Holy shit.
This is a ton of alcohol. But don't get overwhelmed, because I'm going to break all this down very simply for you so that you understand what we have here. Now, we're going to be teaching you how
I see
to
Bacardi.
make
Hand it over, buddy.
delicious drinks. But in order to
Can
do
you
that,
make
you need to know
liquor?
which alcohols
Can you
to
make
use and
drinks
when and
with
how to mix
Everclear?
them
Or
together.
do you just kind of drink
Right off
that
the
to
bat,
get fucked
we're
up?
going to be working with liquors and liqueurs. Yes, they are different.
I did not
The
know this.
6 main liquors are vodka,
Whiskey, vodka, rum.
gin, tequila,
Fuck, he's too fast for me.
whiskey, brandy. Now,
Brandy is
what
different than
is
whiskey?
a liquor? Ciroc and Kraken are examples of
Oh
liquor.
fuck! Oh my god! When I was in college, there was a liquor store by my house, and usually I would buy the same thing. I would usually get Bacardi Gold. I would get Bacardi Gold. It was my go-to. I'd mix it with Coke, and that would be my go-to, right? One day I decide I'm gonna switch it up, and I'm like, you know what? Let's try something like the Kraken. And I drank the Kraken. I've never been so fucking sick with alcohol, except maybe one time, but that's a story for a different situation. The Kraken, I didn't drink that much. I was literally in my apartment watching movies with my roommate, and I got so sick off of like maybe a couple glasses of Kraken and Coke. Holy shit. That, I don't know. if it's the same for other people, but like if you have too much of Kraken, it's gonna ruin your day. Anyone here know anything about hooking up a PS2 to a modern TV? Yes, you probably need an adapter. I believe there are, I mean, most modern TVs should still have RGB cable plugs in the back, but in case they don't, I am 99% certain that there are RGB to HDMI composite plugs. Is that, what the fuck is a composite plug? Hold on. Composite plugs. Plugs. No, not PS2. Yeah. Yeah. It's the yeah. The fuck. What did I just say? I literally just said them. The AV cables and all that. Yeah. So most of them still have those connections. Yeah. You should be able to plug in from your PS2 to your TV still. Just all you have to do is match the colors together. Because I think it's, if I'm remembering correctly, it's like red is video, yellow is audio, white is color? Something like that. Mostly worried about the power cord, IDK, what it uses in IDK if I have it. Yeah, so the power cord of a PS2 is a little unique. I think you do need to buy a precise plug for a PS2. PS2 power cord. Good news. They are, according to Google, they are about $8 at Walmart. You can buy them. Best Buy has them for 20, so they are very cheap. Yeah, like $10. Yeah. Don't worry. Everybody and their mother had a PS2 back in the day. Literally just call up, literally just Google like a PS2 power cord and they will pop up. I'm pretty sure they are just called like PS2 power cords. Like they are a very unique system, but I don't think anything else had that kind of power cord back in the day. But if you have a fat or slim model, they might be different. So just be careful of that.
So to get a liquor, you start with a fermented beverage. A fermented beverage is one where sugars have been turned into alcohol. So beer, wine, cider, those are fermented beverages.
Hell yeah, man. So like I said, everybody and their mother owned a PS2. So a lot of people have that shit.
And creates a more concentrated alcohol, a hard liquor, a spirit. That is what a liquor is. Now, what is a liqueur?
I don't know. You tell me.
Bailey's Irish Cream, these are examples of liqueurs.
It's like mixed stuff, right?
To get a liqueur, you begin with a liquor. Okay. And then you add in a sweetener. That sweetener is what makes it a liqueur. Now, sometimes it's flavored with herbs, spices, fruits, all kinds of stuff like that. But it must be sweetened in order to be a liqueur. Other than that, you just end up with flavored liquor. Oh. Okay? That sweetener is what turns a liquor into a liqueur.
All right.
So now let's get into 6 different types of liquor.
Let's learn some vodka. I'm very familiar with you.
There are no
I had Crystal Head vodka.
Only vodka. So what is vodka? Vodka is a neutral flavored clear spirit. It's tasteless, it's odorless. Matter of fact, that's how it was marketed to America, as being tasteless and odorless. So you could drink it on your lunch break without your boss knowing.
Oh, hell yeah.
Joking. This is how it was marketed to us.
I can guarantee you that was a lie, because I can tell when a coworker of mine used to drink vodka.
Ciroc.
Ciroc is a vodka?
Grapes.
I didn't know that.
Okay? And vodka begins its life clear, but sometimes colors are added, which is why we have this thing here, Blavod, which is a black vodka. Real great.
Black vodka? Holy shit. Wait, what? That's fucking sick.
You guys know would be Bloody Marys, Moscow Mules,
I had that.
Kamikazes,
yep.
Screwdrivers,
yep.
Greyhounds. There are tons of vodka drinks. Here's why. Because it's so neutral in taste,
Yeah, you can kind of just mix it.
mixes well with anything.
Yeah.
You could spike literally anything with
Oh,
vodka.
maybe don't say spike.
And make it work. So, your first mixed drink or cocktail, grab your favorite soft drink, add a little bit of vodka to it, and you are good to go. You'll have an amazing drink that you love out of the gate by using vodka.
All right. That seems easy enough.
So when stocking your bar, definitely have
A good vodka aims to remove impurities without over distilling and
stripping
stripping the flavor. What flavor though?
Experts struggle to tell the
Vodka's
difference
light,
between a
thin,
cheap
burns on the way
vodka
down.
and an expensive vodka.
Tequila.
You know how when you get a shot of cheap tequila, they give you the salt and the lime, and then you go through chugging and all this, and
Let's
that's
go.
how you do tequila?
Oh yeah.
No, that is how you do cheap tequila. Quality tequila, the high-grade stuff is meant to be sipped. You don't need all this salt and lime.
But that's the fun.
It's delicious, and it's supposed to be nice and smooth.
All right, you can't be talking about like having nice and smooth tequila, but you have fucking Jose Cuervo on the table with you.
Now, some of the more popular tequila drinks that you guys would know would obviously be the margarita,
Yes.
the Paloma,
Don't know that
tequila
one.
sunrise,
Of
even
course.
a Bloody Maria. That's a Bloody,
Bloody
Maria.
Maria. Oh wait, hold on. I kind of want that.
So what is a tequila? Tequila is made from blue agave. And in order to be called a tequila, it has to be produced in Mexico. In one of
Mexico.
the 5 tequila producing regions. If you make tequila the exact same way they do it in Mexico, but you cross the border, okay, you cannot call it tequila. They will sue you. And yes, companies have tried and they have been sued.
Are you
let's
kidding
get
me?
into
What
some
the
of types
fuck?
of tequila.
Yes, 2 for 42. Yep. Makes
This
sense
right
to
here
me.
is
Boo.
the most popular version that you
Gross.
guys are
Jose
probably
Cuervo
familiar with,
sucks.
Okay? This the whole
Unless
thing
Jose
gold.
Cuervo wants to
This
sponsor me, then
is
it's the
a
greatest liquor
mixto.
ever.
So it's not 100% blue agave. It's 51% blue agave, and the other.
I only want
49%
100%
might
blue
be
agave.
Colorings and flavorings and all the other additives to get in there to give you this color and this taste. Okay, these tend to be cheaper, obviously, and they're designed to be that way. So now let's get into the 100% blue agave category.
Wait. Let's say some Papa Meringue used to tell me. Papa Meringue was a very wise man, but I swear he did not know how to drink. Growing up, he was always like, when you're older, if you drink a beer, it should never have fruit in it, and otherwise, you should just not be drinking that beer. And if you drink tequila, you should only ever drink Jose Cuervo. Any other tequila is just not worth it. And then I got older, and I was able to form my own opinions about liquor. Papa Meringue, as wise a man as he was, had no idea what he was talking about when it came to liquor. Jose Cuervo is poo-poo pants, right? And, like, tequila is way better than just Jose Cuervo. And then on top of that, beer that you can put fruit in is fantastic. Like, Blue Moon is great with an orange slice, or even better, a Corona with a lime in it. Oh, woo! Woo! That shit's good.
Where you have a lot more of the quality stuff, a lot more.
Especially
of
in the
expensive
summer when it's
stuff.
hot, you're
So the
sweating,
first
and you have
one
a
would be
ice cold Corona
the
with a
silver
lime.
or the blanco, which is what we have here, and these are aged in clear cask or steel barrels for less than 60 days. That's why they have such a clear color. The next category would be the reposado or rested, which is what De Leon here is.
And that's what you
these
get
are aged
with gold?
in barrels for more than 60 days, but less than a year.
How long can you age
these
tequila?
have no colorings added to them. The color is pulled from the barrels that these are stored in, okay? And that's why they have that beautiful golden brown color.
yeah.
The next level would be the añejo, and these are aged
Añejo.
for more than a year, but less than 3 years. And typically they have this rich golden color because they've been aging for a long time. They tend to be darker in color. But this right here is a special
Don
añejo.
Julio is an
This
añejo?
one's still silver. So this was aged between 1 to 3 years, but it was probably done in a steel barrel or something where it didn't pull in a whole lot of that color, so it stayed clear.
Thanks for buying.
When it comes to buying tequila, the things to look for are color and age. The older types with darker caramel colors tend to be more robust and less versatile. So if you're picking out a bottle to bring to a party, a nice mid-range silver would be your safest bet.
Rum.
George Washington was such a rum lover that for his inauguration, he had a barrel of rum brought in from Barbados so that they could party.
Hell yeah, George Washington is my man.
Rum drinks that you guys are familiar with would be mojito, daiquiri,
Daiquiri?
pina colada, dark and stormy.
Don't
There
know
are
you, but
tons
that
of
looks
fun
pretty good.
rum drinks. I grew up in the Caribbean, so rum is one of my favorite categories. Now, most rum is made from
Lemon Heart.
molasses,
Oh, that's me.
Okay.
Molasses,
And they begin-
really?
Oh
yeah,
a
spiced
nice
rums.
Clear liquid like this, like the Bacardi white rum or silver rum or light rum. They all the same thing, light, silver, white. But there are lots of different categories in rum because over here you have your spice rum. Bacardi has a nice smooth one. You have the Captain Morgan that's a bit more
I can't drink
spicy
spice
and
rum.
not as smooth as this.
It's too much
and
for
they
me.
have a lot of herbs and spices in there that add in that spiciness. Then you have your dark rum category. And these are ultra flavorful and an acquired taste.
I
Because
was gonna
tasting
say,
one of these for the
acquired
first
taste,
time, you
yeah,
go,
probably.
Oh my God. But they have to be.
Oh my
you can
God.
Sip them. A lot of people
Oh,
sip these. But most of us, most people in bartending mix these with other things to create fun drinks, especially cool tropical drinks. A lot of times feature a layer of Myers or Kraken or something like that on top. Another fun category
Havana Club.
in rum is the high proof rum. So you have here Bacardi 151.
Oh,
and you have
151
here
is gas,
Demerara
quite literally.
151. So what is that 151? That 151
Proof.
is the proof.
Yep.
Okay.
Hell yeah,
and
I'm
you
right about
divide
something.
the proof by 2 to get the alcohol percentage. So each of these is 75.5% alcohol.
God
And
damn.
we call them high proof because it's a higher alcohol content, which means the higher the alcohol content,
The more party.
likely it is to start a fire. So
Woohoo!
you can, start flames and flaming drinks. That's why you see us use Bacardi 151 so much. No matter the base, the underlying
Bacardi's a
flavor
safe bet
profile
when
of
buying rum.
is sweet. The sweetness makes it really common in cocktails, so definitely have it around when throwing a party or stocking your home bar. Age is less important, but like with tequila, the white or silver types tend to be more versatile to work with.
Gin.
Gin is the national
This one I know
drink
the least
of
about.
England, but
That
that's
and brandy.
not where it was created. You see, what happened was during the Dutch War of Independence, British soldiers noticed Dutch soldiers sipping on this before they went into battle. This actually had the nickname Dutch Courage, okay? And if you look at the
Base.
label, it says right here, the grandfather of gin. What does that mean? So those British soldiers
I don't know, you
saw
tell me.
this, took it home and reworked it in their own way to create the gin that we know and love today. So what is gin? Gin is created from distilling grains or malt. But in order to be gin, it has to have juniper berries. If there are no juniper berries,
Professor
it ain't
Juniper
gin,
from Pokemon Black and White?
And people who make gin, they don't only add juniper berries. They add a lot of other botanicals, coriander, anise, citrus peels. So you get all these delicious botanicals in there. And it's just awesome from bottle to bottle because they're all slightly different. If you look at this one right here, Bombay Sapphire Far East, they're using Vietnamese black peppercorn and Thai lemongrass. I mean, they really go crazy in some of the gins out there today, and it is awesome. Some of the most popular gin drinks that I could think of right now would be Gin Fizz, Ramos Gin Fizz,
Gin and
Aviation,
juice.
Gin and tonic. That's super popular.
Gin and
Okay,
tonic,
is
yeah.
it basic? Yes, but it basically tastes good too. Gin is meant to be mixed as the botanicals, the herbs and spices come to life in cocktails and add complexity to the drink. This is why so many classic cocktails call for gin. In fact, there are more classic cocktails made with gin than with any other spirit. The word martini means gin. So when it comes to buying a gin, age doesn't really matter. It's more about the particular flavor of that gin that you like.
Uh-oh. We're getting into that
Mark
fucking
Twain
Southern rock
once
now.
said, too much of anything is bad, but too much good whiskey is barely enough. Whiskey. It is a huge category.
Preach.
Okay?
I see
And
some
it's
Johnny
not
Walker
just
up
for
there.
women
I didn't know
working
Johnny
with
Walker
you
was whiskey.
understand.
I don't know
It's
what I
gonna
thought
be
it was,
beautiful.
but I didn't think it was
Now,
whiskey.
Whiskey is made by distilling fermented grains. But what makes it different from vodka is that right after distillation, it is aged in wooden barrels, and that's how it gets its lovely color. But there's an exception here because this is a clear whiskey. They do exist, okay? So this was not aged in a wooden barrel to pull the color out. Just so you know. Now, how do you spell whiskey? Okay? Here's the rule.
With the E.
If your country has an E in the name, then you spell it with an E. For instance, America and Ireland spell whiskey with an E. Except Maker's Mark, which is American company. They make a bourbon, but they spell it without an E. There's an exception.
We kill them. We kill them.
And if your country has no E in the name, like Japan or Canada, then you spell it
Well, Canadians don't
without
count.
an E. All right? That's the broad rule. Look for many exceptions. So let's get into the different types of whiskey.
The fucking the bagpipes.
So this right here is Scotch. If you walked into a bar
Scotch.
in Europe and said, hey, give me whiskey, because all this is whiskey, they'd most likely give you Scotch, all right? Now, Scotch is distilled from malted barley. And in order to be Scotch, this has to take place in Scotland. And it must be aged for a minimum of 3 years.
I guess I never thought
And
about it like
Scotch is
that.
often accompanied by an aging statement, like telling you how old it is. For instance, if you look at Johnny Walker, I notice a lot of you, I know a lot of you skipped over this. It tells you right down here, aged for 12 years. And obviously, the longer it was aged, the more expensive it was be. The thing with Scotch is aged in a barrel, whereas wine is aged in a bottle. You know, get a bottle of wine, you stick it in the cupboard, 20 years and it's worth $1 million. Not in the cupboard, but you get my point. Scotch, all that has to take place in the barrel. Some of the popular drinks made with Scotch would be Rob Roy, Rusty Nail.
Rob Roy, Zeno Rob Roy.
Bloody
Zeno Rob Roy, holy shit.
For the longest time, a lot of bartenders wouldn't try to make cocktails with Scotch. It's tricky. You have to have, have to really be skilled to do that. But today's mixologists, they work magic with Scotch. Jameson's is the most popular Irish whiskey in the world.
I know you.
In order to be an Irish whiskey, it has to be made on the island of Ireland. Can't be made in Timbuktu. No offense, Timbuktu. But if you
Get
do
fucked,
the same way,
Timbuktu.
use the same ingredients, you cannot call it an Irish whiskey. Irish whiskeys have to be barreled for a minimum of 3 years. And they got to be bottled at least 40% alcohol. Okay? Some very popular drinks that use Irish whiskey would be
Straight.
Irish coffee. That's
Irish
a
coffee.
star.
I'll take an Irish coffee,
green
baby.
Tea shots.
Green tea? What?
Pickleback shots.
Pickleback.
Irish whiskey sours.
Oh, fuck, whiskey sours are good.
Irish mule, which is a twist.
Wait, what? I didn't know Irish mules existed. I want one of those.
Was just as well delicious.
Bourbon.
This right here is American bourbon.
Woo!
Now, here to
Yeah!
roast the bourbon
Fuck
that's
yeah,
gonna
let's
be
go!
sold and consumed in the United States of America. It must be at least 51% corn. After it's distilled, it
Yeah,
gotta
that
be
makes
aged
sense for
in
America.
charred oak barrels for a certain amount of time. Now, notice when I said, this bourbon for the American market, because other countries can make bourbons according to their rules. However, they can't sell it in America. In order for it to be bourbon in America, it has to follow those rules.
Oh, okay,
Some of the more
okay.
popular bourbon drinks that you might know.
I didn't know there was so
would be
much that went
brown
into
bourbon. Oh, that's a delicious one. Hot toddy.
liquor
bourbon
names as like
old-fashioned, bourbon
location.
whiskey sours. Delicious. And when you walk into a bar in America and you said, hey, give me a shot of whiskey, the bartender, he should ask, because whiskey is such a broad category.
You're going to get something.
Bourbon.
Yeah.
Whereas in Europe, they'd give you Scotch.
I was going to say, it probably wouldn't be too
In
particular.
order
You're
to
probably
be
just getting there to
rye,
fuck
it
up.
must contain
You're not going there for taste.
51% rye when
To
it's
cleanse the
distilled.
palate.
Okay? And much like bourbon, it cannot be distilled to more than 80%. It's usually bottled at around 40%. And it has to spend time after distillation in a new oak charred barrel. The taste of rye, a lot of people find a little bit more peppery than bourbon. Popular drinks that contain rye would be a Sazerac, that's a classic. Also a Vauquerie, that's also a classic. I probably pronounced it wrong because I got an accent, but just Google it. This right here is a miscellaneous category. You notice Jack Daniels front and center. And some of you
Well,
go,
yeah,
"Wait,
everyone
isn't
knows
Jack Daniels a
Jack and
bourbon?"
Daniels.
Jack Daniels is not
Yeah.
a bourbon. This is
Whiskey
a Tennessee
River
whiskey
bourbon.
made from a sour mash. Now,
What is that?
in trade deals,
Tell me.
more often than not, Jack Daniels is listed under bourbons, but it is not a bourbon, okay? This is uniquely Tennessee. Over here we have Crown Royal.
Crown
which is
Royal, yeah,
Canadian
I drank a
whiskey.
lot of Canadian.
And then in the back
Wait,
here,
wait, wait,
you have a
wait.
Japanese whiskey.
Back
This
this
is
up,
actually
back this
made
up, back
from-
this up. I had no idea Crown Royal was Canadian. For some reason, I thought it was like Irish or something. I guess he would have included it under Scotch if it was Scotch. I always thought Crown Royal was Irish. Huh. It's because my Irish friend always drank it. Like that was all my buddy would drink would be Crown Royal. Maybe I just associated it with them.
Coffee grains, okay? And then
Coffee
you have a white
grains.
whiskey. These do exist, okay? Because remember now, a lot of these
Let me get a
whiskeys,
shot
some
of a
them do have
white
coloring on it,
whiskey.
but they pull their color
White
from the
whiskey,
barrels that they're
please.
stored in, okay? That's what gives them that brown look. Depending on the
Buy the
particular type
one
of
at
whiskey,
Costco.
common
It's
flavors
cheap
can include
and good.
Smoky to robust, sweet to
And the
spicy.
apple
It's
ones
all
are
over
pretty
the board.
tasty.
Whiskey is usually seen in spirit-forward drinks or served straight. Since whiskey is such a broad category, when it comes to buying a bottle for your home bar or for a party, it's better to go with what you like and just convince your friends to try it.
12-plus-year-old Scotch on the rocks. Huh.
Brandy. Brandy is
Brandy.
from a Dutch word.
Hennessy
meaning
is a brandy?
burnt wine, okay? And it's
Oh,
served
that was
in
a
this
nice
glass,
sound.
which is called a snifter. Now here's the cool thing about a snifter.
She gave me a...
Aside,
Fuck.
and
She
it
gave me a
fits
restraining
perfectly.
order when I tried to sniff her.
Okay, that is the perfect serving for your snifter. And then you pick it up like this, and the heat from your hands helps to release some of that aroma, okay, as you sip. I don't exactly sip brandy, but it's good.
Yeah, I'm
Pretty
sure.
potent, too.
Yeah,
what
I'm
is
sure
a
it's great.
brandy? Exactly. A brandy is made by distilling fermented fruit, okay? More often than not, that
Cognac,
fermented fruit would be grapes, okay? So that's why it's called burnt wine.
Armagnac.
Now, let's get into cognac. Cognac is a brandy, but it's
Yeah,
from
yeah.
the Cognac region of France.
France.
they're the only
Hennessy
people
is
in the world allowed
French?
to call their brandies
It's from New
cognacs,
York.
Okay? Then over here, we have an Armagnac, which is from the Armagnac region of France. And they're the only people in the world who are allowed to call their brandies Armagnac. By the way, this bottle was nearly $100, okay? Like I said, brandy could be distilled from any fermented fruit. So this right here is an apple brandy.
brandy.
You could have pear brandy, you could have mango brandy,
brandy.
whatever. I've
Want
never
an
seen a
apple
mango
brandy. That sounds tasty.
But it is possible. Now, on the markings on the more expensive brandy bottles, you'll notice stuff like VS. What does that VS stand for? It says it means very special. Here on this Christian Brothers bottle, which is one of the cheapest
Who the
brandies
fuck
I've
is
ever
Christian?
found, it means very smooth, which makes me
That's
ask
fake
many
news.
questions about this here said brandy. Okay. Then you sometimes see VSOP, and that stands for Very Superior Old Pale. And then you see
Sup.
XO, that's extra old, okay? When you see
I like my
XO,
girls
dig in your
XO.
wallet because it's going to be expensive. Matter of fact, Louis XIII, which is a cognac, very popular cognac amongst the rich and famous, or those who trying to show off, I think that starts at about $2,000 a bottle, just to give you an idea. Some bars
Blech.
would sell it by the shot, and a shot of that would be, you know, over $100, depending on the bar. Some of the more popular brandy drinks would be Brandy Alexander, Sidecar, Incredible Hulk. Yes, right. Okay, y'all going, wait, Incredible Hulk? Isn't that like Hennessy?
Why did he give me that look? Why did he look at me
So
like that?
remember, cognacs are brandies. So if you've had Remy Martin, Cavassier, Hennessy, you've had a brandy. Because brandies are typically sipped, you don't see them in a ton of cocktails. So if you're new to the brandy world, start with a bottle of cognac, but be careful, they can get really expensive.
I wonder if you... Oh, hell yeah. This is what I was hoping for.
Welcome to the world.
Show
of
me the liqueur.
Like we said, with liqueurs, okay, you take a liquor
Kahlua.
and then you add in a sweetener. Okay? And
Campari,
oftentimes that
Bulls,
sweetness follows with a lot of
Curacao,
different
Kahlua,
flavors and
Bailey's,
colors.
Godiva,
So you, for instance, now you have
Midori.
strawberry. It's like a strawberry snap, strawberry pucker. Blue Curacao, blue colorings added, and it's orange flavored. Okay, Midori.
Oh,
green
that looks so
colors added.
cool.
It's melon flavored. So there's a lot
What
of
about
fun
lemon
stuff,
flavored?
sweet stuff in the liqueur category. One thing that confuses people about liqueurs is this. Okay, this says creme de cassis. That's creme de black currant or whatever. Okay, I don't speak French. Creme de banana. So creme, in
Banana,
French, creme means
bananas.
cream. But these are not creams. They just tend to be a little bit more syrupy, okay, than a lot of other liqueurs. Maybe not even a little bit more. But they carry the name creme, and then it tells you the
Creme
flavor
de la
afterwards.
creme.
De cassis, meaning black currant. De banana, meaning banana. See, I'm not that bad at French. Okay? And over here, you actually do have the creams, like Bailey's Irish cream.
You
This
have
is
the cream.
actually a cream. Or Godiva chocolate. This is actually a chocolate cream. Super cool. A lot of people don't
Super
think
cool,
of
very
Kahlua
cool,
as
very
being a liqueur,
nice.
but it is. Okay, there's a ton
But
of
it
sweetness and stuff going on inside here. The base of this is rum actually, and then they come behind with the coffee sweetener and add that in. A lot of people look at liqueurs and go, "Oh man, I don't drink liqueurs. They're too weak." Really? Really? Really, my friend? Because let me introduce you to 99, okay? 99 is a liqueur. And this is 49.5%.
50%. I never heard of 99.
This is ultra potent. We use this in jungle juices when we try to kill
Jungle
people. Okay. Another one that really kills people is my friend Campari from the Amaro
Hi,
category.
Campari.
The word Amaro means bitter. So when you think of that, you're going, wait a minute, these are bitters, Sky. There's no way they could be liqueurs because liqueurs are sweet. Campari, okay, is a liqueur because it was sweetened and then somehow the way it's produced, it was bittered. Is that a verb? I was bittered. I don't know. Okay, it's
I
a
am
new
very
word,
bittered.
Okay, just use it. It was made bitter, but Campari is a liqueur. So guys, now you know what all these bottles are and you understand the difference between a liquor and a liqueur.
I see, Mr. Tipsy
and just
Bartender.
Remember, many great cocktails use a combination of liquors and liqueurs. For instance, a margarita, the liquor is the tequila. The liqueur is triple sec, Cointreau, Grand Marnier.
Lamb juice.
In an adios, a real party drink.
Adios,
The liquor,
motherfucker.
rum, gin, tequila.
Holy
and then
shit.
You come behind that with the liqueur. My favorite
I do
right
what?
here, blue curacao, to give you that nice blue with an orange flavor. So they're used in combination and you could have a ton of fun. So liquors are just as important as liqueurs. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise.
Absolutely.
See me.
I've gotten destroyed off of liqueurs just as often as I have
A
a
good
liquor.
cocktail is more than just liquor. It's often combined with other ingredients like
Oh, look at all
simple
these
syrup and
fucking
sweet
utensils
sour.
he has.
But we're gonna give you more on those a little bit later. In this lesson, I'm gonna teach you some of the tools that you're gonna use to combine your ingredients, like the spoons to stir with and the tins that you shake with. We're also gonna show you some of the glasses that you can actually serve your drink in. Ready? Let's do it.
Last. Whoa. Oh, never mind. This is just the intro. I thought he was about to carve out a cup of ice or something. Ooh. Tipsy exclusive.
Guys, these are some basic bar tools. Now we're gonna go more in depth as we get into the
What
other episodes,
are all of
but
these,
right
Lemon?
now, let me just take you through this.
Wait, that looks
this
more like an
is
orange.
A mixing tin.
Okay, that I
This
know.
right here is a mixing glass.
That looks like a regular
You put the
glass,
two
I'll be
of
real
these
with you.
together, And you have yourself a nice Boston shaker.
Why from
Your
Boston?
drinks. This right here is a Hawthorne strainer. And this fits on top of a mixing tin, keeps the ice in as you pour the liquid out. This
Okay.
right here is a julep strainer. And say you have a drink with some ice in this glass, this keeps the ice in as you pour the drink out. This is a conical strainer.
I was
and
gonna
this
say that
can
looks like a
work with
strainer.
Either one of these. So for instance, you have a very pulpy drink, you have some mint leaves floating around in there, all kinds of pulp. You do a double strain. So you pour into the conical strainer and this will catch the pulp, the leaves, whatever. Next, you have your bar spoon. You use this for stirring. You could taste with this. You could even layer with this using these spirals. This right here is a mixing glass. Some people call it a beaker. It depends, and you put some ice in here, and you stir in this. Has a nice little spout here for you just to pour the liquid out once you're done. This is a muddler.
The fuck?
There are lots of different kinds of muddlers.
Oh,
But you have
what?
your glass, and you have, I don't
What?
know, pineapple. Or you're making a mojito.
What
you
fruits
need to
are you
muddle the
crushing
lime
in
the
drinks?
You'd use one of these.
I thought you just kind of
This
throw
right
it in
here
there.
is a peeler. I'm gonna
Okay,
show
well,
you
that's
this. So this
pretty
is an orange. I need a
self-explanatory.
nice little orange wedge, and so I'm gonna go in and bang. I have it here, and I could go and squeeze this on my drink. I could garnish with this.
Is that like an old fashioned? You have like the little orange peel on
many
top?
a man, many a woman. This right here is a jigger for measuring alcohol. Has various measurements on each side. You pour your liquid in here, get it in, and you get an exact pour when you use a jigger. This is a pour spout. You fit this into the end of the bottle when you're pouring, and this gives you a nice controlled flow, so it makes it easy to measure when you're counting the amount of liquor in your head, which we can show you in later episodes. This right here is a lemon or lime squeezer.
Don't
Okay, you
squeeze
put
me,
your lemon or
please. That's
lime
pretty
in here
rude.
and you squeeze it.
I
Now,
don't want to
wanna
be
show you.
squeezed.
Most people think that you would drop it in this way. No. You put it in face down
Yeah.
and squeeze.
Wait.
And then last but not
Oh,
least,
I didn't know that.
we have our garnish tweezers. So for instance, I have a piece of lime here,
Garnish.
and I'm trying to be hygienic, and I could just put this in
nice
your
little
glass
boop.
without actually
A little
putting
boop.
my hands on it. Do I use those often? No. Okay, I'm a hands-on kind of guy.
I didn't even notice
All
his
right,
black
let's
tie.
do
That
some
looks very
basic
nice.
bar tools.
Listen, if you're going to a bar, you're not expecting hygiene. You're
Let's
just
get into
expecting
some
good
basic
drink.
alcohol terminology. You have mixed drinks and you have cocktails. We use those words interchangeably, but they are different because a mixed drink is 2 ingredients: vodka tonic, Jack and Coke, tequila soda, vodka cranberry. Those are mixed drinks.
Vodka
A
cran.
cocktail is 3 or more ingredients: Long Island iced tea, adios, margarita,
Adios.
sex on the beach, kamikaze, you name
Doing
it.
what on
Those
the
are
beach?
all cocktails. You walk into a bar and you want a vodka tonic. 3 phrases that you sometimes hear bartenders use are: do you want the well? Do you want the call? Or do you want top shelf? Let me explain these, because these are
Well is
sometimes
lowest.
confusing for people.
Top shelf is
The
obvious.
well is the liquor right
Yeah.
in front of the bartender, and that's usually the cheaper stuff, okay? The low-cost stuff, the stuff that's economical for those of us on a budget.
Listen,
Now,
I just want to get
call
drunk.
is typically to step up, okay? So he'll be like, oh, you want the call? Because if they're using some, I don't know, missing persons vodka, that's how cheap it is. And then the next step might be
Missing persons.
Absolute or Smirnoff or something like that. That's a step up, and that would be the call. Or you have the phrase top shelf.
I
And is
want
the
that good,
top of
good
the line
shit.
stuff that this bar has. Belvedere, Ciroc, Effin, you name it, depending on, on the
I'm
bar.
gonna go in
Now,
to like
bear in
the
mind-
next time I go to a bar, I'm gonna go in there and be like, yeah, give me a Long Island from the well, and they're gonna be like, what the fuck you mean by that? Because there's no shot that the bars around me have any idea what a well call or anything like that goes by.
Some bars are very high end. Therefore,
Not the ones by
Belvedere or
me.
Ciroc could be the well. Okay? You could already have top shelf stuff in the well. There are some bars like that, but that's good to know when you walk in. What is your well? And if you hear the well is Belvedere, then you know that every drink in there is very expensive. Neat versus straight up. What's the difference?
Straight up.
So, neat refers to when you have your liquor and you just pour it into the glass.
Dimple
There's
pinch
no
neat.
ice, there's no chilling, it's room temperature. That is neat, as is. Straight up refers to a drink that has been chilled, either stirred or shaken and then strained out. Okay, it's chilled, and that is up. So neat versus up. On the
Okay.
rocks is pretty straightforward. Even if you've never been into a bar, you know on the rocks refers
On the
to
rocks is with
on
ice,
So
baby.
whatever
Woo!
drink it is, it's poured over ice and served to you. There are thousands of
Oh my God, all these
in
glasses.
the world of bartending, all for very specific purposes. I can just show you a couple of them, and you can play with them. Okay, so
Play with
this
'em.
right here is a pint glass. You can put your beer in here, or you see sometimes they use this in drinks like Long Island's. Adios.
I was gonna say,
This
yeah, I've
people
seen some teas with
use
that.
as a mixing glass with a mixing tin to turn into a Boston shaker. Next, you have
Boston
a rocks
shaker.
glass, and you get drinks like old fashions, Negronis, Boulevardiers. A lot of bars will put Jack and Cokes and vodka tonics in a glass like this.
Yeah, I've gotten a
Next,
Jack
we
and
get
Coke in
into
one of those before.
the martini sort of category. So this is a coupe, this is a martini glass, but these used interchangeably now. Your Manhattans, your martinis, those
Manhattan Cafe,
this
maybe?
kind of glass, even though this was originally created for champagne. Right here, we have our margarita glass, little cactus leaves on the side. You go to bars and you order margarita, it could come in any kind of glass. You guys know that. Like, you see this.
All that matters is that I'm getting the drink. I don't really care too much for the glass, but
Tons
hey.
of different kinds of shot glasses. We have 3 right here. Bear in mind something though. The typical shot size in the United States of America is 1.5 ounces. So if you shake a shot with ice and you pour it in, you need a glass that's bigger than 1.5 ounces to hold all that. So if you buy an 1.5 ounce glass for shots, it's gonna overflow a lot. Next up, we have the Collins glass. Okay? Sometimes
Who the fuck is Collins?
Glass. A lot of times you see gin and tonics in glasses like this. Tom Collins, Warren Collins, all in this glass.
That's a big
and
family.
Last but not least, out here on the table, I have the Hurricane glass. And the kinds of drinks you put in here would be a drink called a Hurricane, pina coladas, strawberry daiquiris. So this is just a couple glasses for you to get started on, but there are tons out there. Have a lot of fun. Be advised, none of these glasses here can make your drink taste any better. So if you're at home and you got an empty mayonnaise jar that's you properly cleaned, you can put your drink in there and live life to the fullest. Because trust me, that's what I do. Okay, because if I use one of these, then I got to go wash it. But my mayonnaise jar, good to go.
Ew. Ew.
Okay, check.
Yeah, hold on. I gotta run to the bathroom right quick. We'll be right back. Ruh-roh, he's back.
Got this beautiful.
And we're back to this.
This right here
Woo!
excites me because ice is life. Ice is very important because it's a part of the mixing process. It's going to be in your drink. You are going to taste it.
Ice is
So I'm
important.
gonna give you 5 tips for making better ice.
Ice is
at
cool.
home. I'm also going to teach you the ultimate
Don't yell at
method
me.
for making clear ice, which is the cooler method. And if you guys don't want to do the cooler method, I'm going to also show you some ice molds that you could buy to make clear ice really simply. Let's get started.
Please teach me your way, Sensei. I'm learning so much.
Ice is important. We get that. But what can you do about it? Here are 5 tips for upping your ice game. Number 1, prepare in advance.
I'd hope so.
Making drinks and then all of a sudden wonder, where's the ice? You have to think about ice even before you start making the drink. Number 2, make it if you can. Freezer ice has a ton of impurities. Store-bought ice is irregular shaped and sometimes hard to work with. When you make it using the cleanest water possible, then you can control the shape and the flavor of your ice. You can use a
Could I get some
filter,
flavorful ice,
distilled
please?
water, you name it. Number 3, keep it fresh. After you've made your ice, you have to cover it with something because ice takes on flavors from other stuff in the freezer, like your sausage, okay? And if you just put it there without it being covered, other ice is gonna build up on top of that. So keep it in a sealed Ziploc bag,
Barco, hello.
ice storage container, but keep your ice
Welcome
fresh.
in. I'm
Number
sorry, I'm
4,
snacking right into the
size matters
microphone.
Because different drinks require different kinds of ice, depending are you shaking, are you stirring, is this like
I bought a bunch of pepperoni at Costco and I've been munching on it for a little bit.
Clear ice is the best. If you watch Tipsy Bartender,
Oh, look at that. Oh, look at that. It's so perfect.
It is the purest, it is the best, and now we can show you how to make it.
Island High Ducks. Hi.
Today, guys, I'm going to show you how
Hey, say hi to
make
Sensei. He's been
this
teaching us a
clear
lot.
ice. Now, why do you need to know how to make clear ice?
Oh, wait, hold the fuck on. Wait. Look at that. Look at the clear ice in the glass. Holy shit, that's fucking boring. Oh my god.
Now, why do you need to know?
I hope you brought your bow tie today,
This is freezer
Barco.
ice.
We've been learning a lot about
This is
alcohol.
clear ice.
Oh, whoa.
Now, automatically, you could see number 1, it looks better. Number 2, it's
Sensei
gonna
like Blue
taste
Archive?
better
No.
because all the white
He's been
stuff in
teaching
there
us. That's why he's
is
Sensei.
impurities, oxygen bubbles, and when that melts, that leaves behind a little residue. So if you're drinking some fancy whiskey, some expensive drink,
whiskey.
you really don't want that in your drink. And the most important piece, clear ice melts a lot more slowly. And you notice
Does
less
it really?
bubbles, too. So here's some of the tools you need to make
Does it
clear
really?
ice. The
I didn't
first
know
thing
that.
you need is just a small cooler, okay? With a removable top. Second thing is you want a nice bread knife. You have one of these in the kitchen somewhere because you can use this to cut ice. This is one
How
of
do
the
you know
best
what I
tools
have in
for
my
cutting
kitchen?
ice. And then you
How do you know I
want
have a
a
kitchen?
wooden
What?
mallet. If you don't have a wooden mallet, you could use a hammer that you might have at home. It'll work the same. And of course, these are ice tongs. You just pick up your ice. There are tons of varieties of this. So once I've removed the top of my cooler, I'm gonna fill it with tap water.
Hi, Sensei.
Sky, that's a ton of work. I don't have to go through all that. Why can't I just boil some water, make ice cubes, or get distilled water, make some ice cubes? Or maybe I know someone at the Vatican. Okay, I could ask the Pope for some holy water. Get some clear ice cubes because it does not work that way. You don't think I hit the Pope up? Okay, I tried that. Did not work. I told him it failed.
Wait. That's an
So-
important question. Boiling water doesn't work because pure water evaporates and leaves impurities and heavier particles behind. It will kill germs but will not filter your water. Interesting.
What we have here with this cooler is the sides of the cooler are insulated. The bottom of the cooler is insulated because when you make an ice, the purest water freezes first. So you want that purity to start at the top and work its way down. And then you're gonna take it out of the freezer before it's all the way done, and you're gonna drain off the impure water. And you'll be left with a nice, clear,
This is a
chunk
lot to learn
of
about
the
ice.
purest water you've ever seen. So now let's get our baby into the freezer, okay? Ice is my baby, trust me. I'm really crazy about clear ice.
My cooler isn't, or my
So I'm back
freezer
with
isn't
my
big
ice.
enough to fit an entire cooler in it.
Okay?
Unless I
It
take
is
out all the
frozen there.
sausages.
Now, before I touch this and do anything to this, I need to allow this to acclimate to room temperature.
What?
Don't pour water over it. Don't put
What
your
about
hands on it.
15
Just take it
minutes?
out of the
What?
freezer, put it aside, and allow it to begin to melt a little bit
I
or
don't-
to sweat. I can show you why. This is a
Okay.
piece of clear ice that just came straight out of the freezer, okay? And this is like lukewarm water. Watch what happens. Already?
Oh, shattered. Cringe. Oh, disgusting. Repulsive. Bleh. I spit on it. Puptua. Haktua.
And so that would happen to your clear ice. The minute you put your hands on this, it would have lines and waves run through it and defeat the purpose of you having nice, clear, seamless, beautiful ice. Okay, so my ice has been sitting here for a while. It's began sweating. It's nice and loose now. And I could just flip this over and this should come right out.
Sweating. It's your what?
It's gonna be a mess, so you wanna do this over the sink.
Whoa.
So all the impure water, that was what just spilled everywhere. And you have this pure water that froze and gave us this nice clear piece. So I'm gonna just break this. And look at that. Now we have a nice,
that's some nice clear ice.
Chunk of ice.
Looks pure to
So
me.
take my bread knife. And I just start cutting a nice line across here. And now I could grab my mallet. And as I tap this, that line should just continue down and this whole piece should break off. And now you could cut this up into nice ice cubes for your glass. Sometimes the knife just goes straight through. If not, all you need to do is give it a nice little tap and it should separate. And so you want a nice rod for your Collins glass.
These cubes are so, honestly, I'm obsessed with it. I'm gonna start doing this for like fucking my fucking sprites.
Kind of cavemanish in my Collins glass, but hey.
Oh.
Gotta keep my drink nice and cold.
That looks pretty sexy, I'm not gonna lie.
You could shape it into a sphere.
Whoa, what is this? It's got the fucking...
And aluminum has this high heat conductivity. And so as this aluminum presses down
like
between the pieces
the
of
fucking
it's
demon
gonna
core.
shape the ice into a ball.
$100. Oh my god. Oh, holy shit, look at that!
Sphere. So guys, you got a party later. So what do? Because it takes so long to
Oh
make,
wow, the sound is so clear and
you
crisp.
get a nice freezer bag and you put your clear ice in, seal this up, put this in the freezer, and we're good to go.
Oh wow.
Sky, I don't want to do all that. I just want to have a little mold that I can pour some water in and automatically have clear ice. Well, I'll meet you halfway. So these are two molds that you can buy online to make clear ice, just using regular tap water. This one right here is from Wintersmith. This costs about
What if you filter it?
$120 and it takes about 24 hours.
Ugh.
This one right here is from Iceology and it costs about $50 and
Okay, a little more
12 hours. This
affordable.
one's a little bit faster. All right, let's break it out. So you put in your regular tap water and then you break this out and I should have crystal clear ice spheres. Look at that. Beautiful, ready to go.
I'm gonna start
24
doing
hours.
this for like Super
Put that
Bowl
in my
parties.
glass, and that's
People are
delicious.
pouring their Mike's Hard
Okay,
lemonade into
next
little
up,
ice spheres.
Iceology. I should have nice cubes here that I could just drop into my glass.
Oh my god. I'm gonna put some of these on my throne. I kind of want
Same
this.
way as the cooler method, but on a smaller scale. So what you have is you have the purest water freezing up here first, and then all the impure water at the bottom.
And then you just
Same
dump
thing
it out
here,
or what?
Pure clear water up here, impure water at the bottom. It's the same principle, just a nice little fancy mold that can cost you $50 or $120. Stay tipsy, friends. Stay tipsy.
Stay
Get your
tipsy,
clear
say
ice.
less.
Man, I love clear ice.
Oh my god, that...
It's hard for me to drink a drink that does not have clear ice in it. I'm spoiled.
Wait, where's
Okay,
five?
check
Where's
that
number
bit.
5? Here we go. Types of ice.
In the last lesson, we talked about clear ice. But the most important function ice plays in a cocktail is dilution. That is the process of ice melting in your cocktail, adding water, and chilling your drink.
Ooh.
How much dilution takes place is based on the size and shape of the ice in your cocktail. So now let's talk about the different types of ice and why they're used.
I really want it. I really want to make some clear ice. It's so pretty to look at.
Look at all the different types of ice. Now there are 5 types of ice you can use depending on how fast you want your ice to melt.
Pokemon,
and
ice
dilute.
type.
This is because melting happens on the surface of the ice where it touches your drink. The more surfaces that touch your drink, the faster that piece of ice will melt.
No.
So when you cut your large cube into 4 smaller cubes, you create more melting points along the surface, causing your ice to melt faster.
Interesting. Yeah, I want them in my mouth. I want those cubes and balls in my mouth immediately. Whoa!
And this is perfect for jungle juices or punches.
Jungle juice.
Really
I'll be real. I'm gonna be real with you, Sensei. I think if someone is making jungle juice, I don't think they give a shit about what kind of ice is in it. I think they just want to get drunk on Everclear vodka and whatever the fuck else is put in that thing. Continue though, please.
Bag ice, and you dump that in a punch, how quickly it melts? Because you need this. And this is a callback to an era when, back in the cowboy days, bartenders would get a huge block of ice and then they'd have to go in and chip down some ice for each individual drink. So this dates back to that, okay? So now if you wanted to make one of these at home, what you do is you get your Tupperware container, you fill it with water, put it in the freezer, you break that out, dump it in your punch, works just as well, okay?
Oh, yep.
Perfect to go. Look at this. I can see you, Mom.
Yeah.
Guys, this is one of my favorite categories of ice that you're beginning to see a lot more now. The large cube or the large sphere. What happens here is,
which is the large penis on the left.
Less exposed surfaces, so it will melt a lot slower. So you can use this on spirit-forward drinks, like an old-fashioned, where you really want to taste the drink and you don't want it diluted. The same thing with the sphere. Okay, so these work perfectly for that. You got some fancy whiskey that you really want to taste, don't want it too diluted. Excuse me, Mister. Okay, you are using and this right here.
That's the cock.
In that category, this also melts a lot slower, but it's used in these highball or Collins glasses. Okay, and you don't have to use that. You could use regular ice, but it's something cool about having, you know, your rod.
The schlong ice.
Single piece of ice. It just looks cool. And if you're wondering about the weird shaped sky, that does not look like a rod. I hand cut this. When last did you hand cut a piece of ice? Okay. And I'm a little cross-eyed.
You got a point there. Sorry for ever doubting you. Cracked ice. Oh, cringe.
The next category is cracked ice, and cracked ice is perfect for stirring or blending drinks.
Oh.
This is not cracked ice. Here's how you get cracked ice. You pick up a cube, and then you're gonna hit this with the back of the spoon to get it to break, okay? So you just come in, and now your ice is cracked, okay? Or
cringe.
you could pick up a piece of a cube, and this right here is an anvil ice pick, and this works much better because you just tap, and you get it to break up much easier.
Spanking, stop! Do not spank your ice, please. Don't spank your ice in front of guests. They're gonna want to leave quicker.
Or blend with this. Very easy.
And for shaking, as cracked ice breaks down quickly when shaken vigorously. I wish I was shaken vigorously.
No one looking, just drop it on the ground. Bam, okay? That's cracked.
The 1x1 cube. Stir, shake,
Guys,
build.
This right here is the most popular ice in bartending because it's the kind of ice that most bars have. It is the 1 inch by 1 inch cube. And you could use it for everything. You can use it for stirring, shaking, building ice in your glass. You name it, because it's the ice that most bars have. Most bars don't have giant cubes or spheres or huge blocks or rods, okay? So this right here is the industry standard, and you just grab it.
Yeah, this is how they fucking charge $15 for a tiddlywink of vodka.
Gorgeous ice. It works well. It's good to go. We've been using this for years. Why stop now? Enjoy your 1x1 cubes. Guys, next up we have crushed ice, and you use crushed ice in drinks that need to be really cold or really diluted. Tiki drinks, mint juleps, rum swizzles, drinks like that.
How many lemon drinks can we get in here, Sensei?
This is where you get.
Let's mention some more lemon drinks. I want to see some lemon
now,
drinks.
The more you break up your ice, the faster it will melt. When it melts, it gets cold, okay? So here's how this works. This right here is a Louis bag.
Louis Vuitton?
1800s, at some point, banks used to use this to keep their money in, and bartenders were like, hey, can I have that? And they began using it to crush their ice. So you drop in a cube, seal it up.
You just beat the shit out of it.
This right here is a wooden mallet. If you don't have one of these, just use whatever you have that's heavy, and then you just go in.
Watch your finger.
And you beat it up.
Metal hammer is not recommended.
And voila, we have magic.
Voila.
This acts as a little spout. So you come in and watch this.
Wow. Wow. Look at that. Oh, gorgeous.
And there you have it, guys. All the different.
Look at
kinds
all
of
the
ice.
science
Now
that
we
goes
do a
into the
different
ice,
kind of
man.
ice. Now, be advised, okay? Most bars only have these small.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Okay? And
Most
you
bars are
know
not gonna go
every
crazy on their
single
ice.
Drink and you've been going to that bar or that person's house for years and you've never had a problem. I'm showing you this because I'm just showing you that there's room to step your game up if you really
I want to show off.
your guests.
Now let's
Let's check in
go.
on our
How to
five
pour and
steps.
measure.
We have our ingredients.
We have our ice.
Tools and glasses. Our ice.
Plenty
now
of ice.
it's time to get mixing. You know, our skills and techniques. So in this lesson, I'm going to show you the very important steps of how to measure and pour. Let's get started.
I like his intro.
Guys, today I'm going to teach you how to pour and measure a drink.
Ooh.
Now, you need to
Oh,
know
you
this
see
because
how
if you
perfect
have a
that was?
recipe, you gotta get
That
the
little
recipe
bloop
right.
on
And
the
if you
top?
work in a
Oh,
bar
shit.
And you underpour, you're robbing the customer. If
True.
you overpour, you're robbing the bar.
True.
So guys, here I have a bottle of vodka. Bang. And what these are pour spouts. These go into the end of a bottle of vodka or liquor, and these allow for a nice, smooth, continuous flow. How that's done is, firstly, there's a hole right here at the end, and alcohol flows out.
I
of that
sure
hole.
hope so.
But there's a second hole up on top that most
What?
people don't notice, and that is where air flows in. And that is how you get that nice, smooth flow. So all pour spouts have two holes.
I didn't
If you
know
look
that.
at This one here,
Hey.
there's a hole
Hey,
on
yo.
top for the air, and there's a hole down here for it to come out. So
Whoa.
now I'm gonna insert my pour spout into this vodka bottle. And this piece right here is gonna help it to fit snugly inside. This would fit into most liquor bottles. There's some that have wider holes. These
Slide
are
it
normal
into the
bottles.
urethra.
Patron would be a good example.
Allow
It's a really
airflow
wide
inside.
hole. The typical pour spout is not gonna fit. Most people think that pour spouts are just for the pros, but I definitely recommend them for your home bar. They're relatively cheap and give you
Oh my
more
God, look at
control
how
so
that
you don't
fucking
spill
blah, blah,
everywhere,
blah, 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 blah,
especially
blah.
when you're pouring into a jug or a shot glass. Now, when you pick up a liquor bottle, you don't want to grab it by the bottom.
You don't?
You don't have a lot of control here. True control comes from holding the neck.
Oh, the
Now, when you
alcoholic's
pour,
grasp.
You want to go straight up and down. Okay? This is the best way right here. And when you want to stop, you go down a little bit and just turn it off. Up and down, turn it off by rolling your wrist.
But how does it look by the bottom?
Because you could grab it from behind like this. Again, up and down, cut it off. Up and down, cut it off. So what to do is you're going to get an empty liquor bottle, fill it with water, put in a pour spout, and you can begin to play with this. Get comfortable using the bottle. In the world of mixology, one of the things that you see a lot now is bartenders holding bottles in all kinds of creative ways. Almost like a pool.
Oh, I've
as if
seen
they're doing surgery. And they
there's
come in-
so there's a bartender at the bar that I would go to when I was in college, and she would do this shit with like 3 bottles in each hand, and she just got fucking cute with it. She
But
just
it's
like
still
bloop,
an
bloop,
up
bloop,
and
bloop,
down
bloop,
movement.
on
They
each
still
hand.
do the
It was
same
crazy.
thing, but they just get fancy with it. So practice and work on your unique pour. At this point, most people will show you how to free pour, okay? But let's get to that next, because this right here is the absolute gold standard in measuring alcohol. These are jiggers. And a jigger gives you a perfect measurement every single time. So what we have here is this cup, and this cup right here is exactly 1 ounce. How do I know that? Because on the side of it, it says 1 ounce. Some jiggers don't have
Big if
measurements
true.
listed on them. This one does. On the other side, it's 1.5 ounces. Now, in the past, you would need multiple jiggers. But where this one's different is there are other markings inside telling you that, hey, we have 1/2 ounce in here. We also have a 3/4 ounce if you stop at that particular line. So we have 1/2 ounce, 3/4 ounce, 1 ounce, 1.5. You could make any drink with just this jigger. This jigger right here is really popular with mixologists, okay? Because it works like a small cup, essentially. So each one of these lines represents a different measurement, and it tells you. So there's a 1/2 ounce line, 1 ounce, 1.5, 2, 2.5. Then you could also measure in terms of tablespoons or in terms of milliliters. A standard shot in America is 1.5 ounces of alcohol. So I know right here, okay, this jigger, this cup is 1.5 ounces. So I grab my bottle and I go in. Now guys, be advised, going straight
So
up and down with
perfect.
a bottle into a jigger is tough, okay? So until you feel comfortable, just hold the bottle and go to the side, okay? Until you learn to properly control your flow and you could go up and down. And that's good. And then once you have the measurement, you pick it up. And this allows less spillage than trying to pick up a full one of these, okay? Because this, for a lot of people, would spill everywhere. When it's full, when you have like a nice little surface tension bubble, trying to pour that is tough in the beginning. Guys, let's get into free pouring, something that every bartender does, at least on some
You
drinks.
show it off
So,
when you do this.
a pour spout allows you a constant flow of alcohol. So as bartenders, we are able to come up with a count as to what should be 1 ounce of alcohol. So most of us use a 4 count, and it's a quick cadence. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Bang.
And in that time, 1 ounce of alcohol should have left this pour spout. So let's see. I grab it by the neck and I go up and down. 1, 2, 3, 4. Cut off. Now let's pour it in this jigger and see what happens. As she gets a little bit of
Wow! Shit, no
Bang.
way.
So guys, a 4 count is
No
an ounce. That means
shot.
A 1 count is a 1/4 ounce. A 2 count is a 1/2 ounce. A 3 count is 3/4. 4 count.
1, 2, 3,
5
4.
count,
Boop.
1.25 ounces. 6 count. 1.5 ounces, the standard size of a shot across America. So
1,
let us
2,
begin.
3,
So we
4,
grab our
5,
bottle by the
6.
neck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Oh my god, I'm a pro already.
And then we pour in. Ooh, can I get some surface tension? Can I get some surface? Ooh. Your pour right. Try to get your cadence right. And if you practice, you're going to get it. Guys, the other measurements used in bartending that I want you to be familiar with. Firstly, a pony. I don't hear it often.
Pink
but
Pony
a
Club.
pony is 1 ounce. Okay, so hey, give me a pony. The dude might be 100 years old when he asks you that. Okay, I'm just telling you what a pony is. A next measurement, two measurements I want to talk about that aren't exact. That's a dash and a splash. A dash is when you're working with bitters. That's what it usually comes in. And that right there is a dash. Can you measure that?
Bitter.
No. But if you go a little heavy,
Don't be so bitter, baby. Don't be so bitter, baby.
A dash to be around 1/32 of an ounce. Good luck measuring that out. The next is a splash, which is a little bit more than a dash. Then there's a float. A float is somewhere around 1/2 ounce of booze. And you see this in stuff like Mai Tais. You'd put a little spoon here and just get a nice little float going. Bang, okay? That sits on top of the drink. It doesn't always like that. Sometimes the bartender will just pour it in, but it should float. You could see the clear line there. This spoon that I just used.
Why would you float?
Also has a
What's the
measurement.
point of
A
that?
bar spoon is the same
get-
as a teaspoon.
If I'm paying for the alcohol, I'd expect a little
Certain
zhuzh.
ingredients, like for instance, some of the stronger stuff, like if you were mixing absinthe and you wanted a teaspoon of absinthe, that could really impact the drink. So that's something to be aware of. Guys, one of the most confusing phrases in bartending for a lot of people is the use of the word part. For instance, a kamikaze is equal parts. Now, a part is just an inexact measurement that they leave up to you. So
Up to
if you
me.
decide that you want that
Me,
measurement to
the
be
inexperienced bartender.
that means the kamikaze would be 1 ounce of vodka, 1 ounce of triple sec, 1 ounce of lime juice.
Hey.
A vodka cranberry, which is also known as a Cape Cod, okay, would be 1 part vodka, 2 parts cranberry. And again, they leave that up to you. So that 1 part could be 1 gallon of vodka, 2 gallons of cranberry juice. It's totally up to you how you want to play that. Okay, go ahead, measure away. Float some stuff, dash some stuff, splash some stuff, okay, jigger some stuff, free pour some stuff.
That was Quite the abrupt ending. I'm gonna run to the bathroom again and refill my drink. I will be right back. I will play the Persona music so you guys don't get too lonely. Ruh-roh, he's back at it again. He didn't take too long, did he? Hope not. Bing, bang, boom, I'm back at it, and we're watching more.
And the two primary ways of combining
Tipsy Bartender course for how to stir.
Or to stir it. So when do I shake? When do I stir?
Cheers.
You stir drinks that are spirit forward. What do I mean by spirit forward? Drinks where you actually want to taste the alcohol. You shake
Do you
drinks
want
that are
to
loaded
ever?
with mixtures and
Other than wine?
syrups and fruit, cream, egg whites.
Cream.
Because those require a violent shaking back and forth to get them to combine properly. But when you do that, that ice dissolves a lot faster and you get a much more watered down drink. So on a spirit forward drink like an old fashioned, I really want to taste the whiskey in this. So I don't want a ton of dilution, so I'm going to stir it. Now, let me show you the proper way to stir a drink.
I always thought there was just only one way. It was either shaking or stirring with the big spoon. I didn't know that there was a meta to this shit. When?
You stirring to chill and dilute a drink. Dilute because people don't typically like just straight booze. They want it watered down, they want it chilled. And it's used on drinks that
If
are
you're a
spirit forward,
wimp.
like old fashions, Manhattans, Negronis,
Cafe?
and what I have here, a Boulevardier. Now, this right here
Whoa.
is the best tool ever for stirring a drink. It is the classic bar spoon. So
Very
here's
cool
how
looking.
You do this. You hold the spoon between your thumb and index finger. Get your middle finger behind it, and to stir, you're gonna push and pull, push and pull, push and pull. And then once you master that, you're gonna begin to add your wrist to it to get it to go around and hold it a little bit lightly, and you can get this nice swirl. Watch it in action.
I didn't know that
I
so
have
much
here
went
the
into
ingredients
this.
for Boulevardier. Whiskey, Campari,
Yeah, you
sweet
could just
vermouth.
do this. Just like 1, 2, 3.
Now I add ice. And now we begin this motion of pushing and pulling. And as I incorporate my wrists,
Whoa, look
spoon
at the
lightly,
spin.
the bar spoon is just gonna twirl around and you can get a nice, beautiful stir. It's gonna take some practice, so get some water and some ice and begin to play around with it. Now, many of you will not have a bar spoon. Fear not.
Cringe.
You want something long. like a knife. And you could just stick this in here and get a stir going the exact same way. So we add some ice to our glass.
Look at that
grab a
cracked
Jewett
ice.
strainer, and we strain it in. And
But I can see the ice. Oh, it's
we
so
have a
cringe.
nice
How
chilled
dare.
drink. Stay tipsy, friends. Stay tipsy.
Was it? What? That was it? Oh, okay. About how to shake.
In the last lesson,
Might be the last
we
one.
showed you the proper way to stir a drink. But drinks like the jalapeno margarita need to be shaken. So I'm going to show you the proper way to shake a drink. Let's get started. Now you shake a drink to chill it and dilute it. And you shake ingredients that wouldn't mix together properly by simply being stirred. So these would be ingredients like cream, citrus, fruits, juices, eggs. Drinks that you want to be frothy or foamy have to be shaken. And drinks in that category would be...
Who's putting eggs in their
margaritas,
drinks?
Daiquiris, kamikazes, they all have to be shaken.
What fucking
Drinks that you would not
drinks
shake
have
are
eggs in them?
carbonated, or drinks that are spirit forward like Negronis, Old Fashions, Boulevardiers. The most popular bar
He has been saying Boulevardier in a
drink
lot.
is the Boston Shaker, which is this right here. And it comes in 3 pieces. So we have a metal tin and also a mixing glass. And this is tempered glass, so that if it breaks, it doesn't slice you up the way a regular piece of glass would. And then there's
lame.
also the Hawthorne
I
strainer.
want to get heard.
And this stringy piece here fits almost any mixing tin. Now, all Boston Shakers do not have to have a glass mixing tin. It could also be metal. Still, a
that's-
Boston Shaker.
Oh.
This right here is
Unfortunately,
a popular
still
shaker that you see in
associated
a
with
lot of
Boston.
home bars. It's a cobbler shaker. So
This
the
one I've
bottom
seen. I
is
think
the
I have
mixing
this one
tin,
actually.
and then you have the strainer built into
Yeah.
the top, and then a little cover that goes over so that when you shake, okay, it's like this. You see this at a lot of home bars. The problem with this one is when this gets cold and wet, these 3 pieces tend to stick together and are really difficult to separate. So I don't particularly like this one. I prefer Boston Shaker. Now, if you're at home, you probably don't have either one of these. How about this? This right here is a mason jar with a cover on. You put your ingredients in and shake. It'll taste just the same. No one will know the difference. And if you don't have a mason jar,
True.
maybe you have a water bottle that has a cover on it. Anything that you could shake in, totally use that. It's
Oh.
fine. So
Yeah, I
guys,
guess that works.
what we have here, I'm gonna make a raspberry kamikaze. So there's fruits. That's something that has to be shaken. And this is vodka, triple sec, lime
Sour.
juice.
Oh.
Lime juice is another ingredient that has to be shaken. So, equal parts. Now I come behind with my ice.
You do
and
what
want
behind?
half fill it or 3/4 fill it with ice.
Whoa.
Kind of almost full, but half to 3/4.
Shaking. Use bigger
Now
ice
I
cubes.
take
Cracked
this
in
and I
store-bought
pour
ice
it in
cubes.
and seal
Quickly
with a little tap.
waters
So
down
what's
your
gonna
drink.
happen here is the coldness is gonna create this nice vacuum. So this is sealed. They're stuck together. Okay?
I was always worried
When
about
you
it
shake,
spilling
you're
on
gonna
me.
Shake for 10 to 12 seconds. You want the glass piece facing you. Okay? So if this separates for whatever reason, the drink spills on you and not the person sitting in front of you. And the goal is to get the ice to go back and forth, okay? And really agitate the ingredients in here. Really get them to mix up. Now guys, as you shake, you don't just need to go back and forth. This is your time to shine, to put your personal flair on it. So shake however you want. Okay, whatever
It's
you
like the
wanna
shake
do.
weight. Oh, he's fucking Fortnite
Have fun
dancing.
with it. This is your time to shine and show your personal flair. Now, one of the most difficult things about Boston Shakers sometimes is getting the glass separated from the tin, because these are really stuck.
What if you squeeze
together.
it?
This is a vacuum seal. So here's what to do. You're gonna tap this, but you're not gonna tap it where the glass and the tin touch. You're not gonna tap it where the glass and the tin are furthest apart. You're gonna get it right in the junction where the glass and the tin begin to separate with an open palm and just bam. Perfect.
Wow.
Comes apart super
That's
easy.
impressive.
Now I put my Hawthorne strainer on top, fits the mixing tin, and you see the liquid just comes out the bottom, and those spirals keeping the ice.
Wow.
But Sky, I don't have a Hawthorne strainer to strain my drink. Okay, no problem. Here's a little bartending trick. You take the mixing glass that you were just using, okay, and you put it into your mixing tin like this.
Whoa, that's
It doesn't give
innovative.
you as good a strain, but it still works. But Sky, is that hygienic?
Shut
It's
up.
frowned upon. Okay, but it works.
But you shut up. Don't worry about
guys,
it.
that's how to shake a drink. So go out there
Interesting.
and shake it, okay? And
Huh.
show me your shake. Later.
Oh wow, he just fucking ends these things. Well, that's gonna do it for us today. I've learned so much about so much about our stuff. I'm going to be heading to Turkish Camino in the next few seconds. I hope you guys have a good night. I will see you tomorrow. We have a reaction stream tomorrow, so I hope you guys in the Discord have been sending videos, and if not, I hope you prepared a few videos. Tomorrow's gonna be a good one. I'm very excited about it. Thank you guys so much for hanging out tonight. Thank you guys for all the support you've had on the follow-a-thon thus far, and I hope you guys stick around for Belkis's stream. Good night, everybody. I'll see you tomorrow. Good night, everybody. Goodbye. Let me put the fucking ending stream because I never fucking put that up. Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye.